Hello everybody, I'm back, and before we get into today's My Singing Monsters news, I know there's a lot of exciting things happening in the monster world. Before we get into that, I need to make a quick announcement. Well, if you watched my last My Singing Monsters news video, you would know that I did have the sound files for Riff and Spunge that were coming to Dawn of Fire. Well, I have some close friends in the My Singing Monsters fandom, and I really needed a way to show this to them. I spent a lot of time wondering how I could show this video to only my friends without spoiling it for the whole My Singing Monsters fandom. And finally, I had the idea to make an unlisted video and give the links to the video to only my friends. Okay, so here's where I really screwed up. When I uploaded the video, I forgot to click the unlisted icon and I accidentally uploaded it as a public video. Yeah, so see, at that point I had no idea that I made the video public, and when I was gonna send the links, I was quite surprised to find out that I had 4 comments on that video. These comments were from 4 very angry MSM YouTubers that you may know because they do have a pretty large amount of subscribers and have a pretty huge presence in the fan base. I saw those comments, I was very ashamed and immediately took the video down. I sent comments on all 4 of the YouTubers' latest videos. Only one of them has got back to me, and yeah, I'm very sorry about that, and I'll make sure it never happens again. Okay, now we're actually gonna get into the news. I just really had to put that out there. But today we're going to start out with our Dawn of Fire news. Yes, the leaks were true. It was not fake. After half a year of waiting, we finally get a Dawn of Fire update. Yes, it's correct. On October 18th, 2018, we got our first Dawn of Fire update in a long time. It was version 1.17 and had 2 new monsters, Spunge and Riff. I know it's no big deal, but I'm just going to put it out there that I predicted that the update would come out on October the 17th, so I was pretty close. Just putting that out there. Well, yeah, the fandom was buzzing after these monsters were released. Everyone was in a frenzy to buy them with diamonds and make videos on them. So now we're going to analyze the 2. Now, Riff originally appeared in My Singing Monsters in the first game. He was brought back in version 1.17, and as you can see, there are many differences. Okay, now obviously he's smaller, but also one of the biggest differences is that Riff is actually flying. Any longtime fans of My Singing Monsters would know that Riff did not fly in the first game. Also, in the first game, he had a different haircut. The haircut was covering one of his eyes in the first game. Now he has a haircut that looks more like a toupee and doesn't cover any of his eyes. Also, if you notice his guitar, it is very different from the guitar that he holds as an adult. The bio describes that the guitar that the baby Riff is holding is not actually its guitar that it will have as an adult. It is a replica for it to train with. Also, another note about the guitar, it looks an awful lot like a Guitar Hero guitar. At level 20, Riff can be teleported to Cave Island. Riff looks like his classic self from the first game, except that he has some added shading and some darker colors to fit in with the new updated Dawn of Fire art style. For some reason, a lot of people dislike Riff's sounds on the continent and Cave Island in Dawn of Fire. But honestly, I like them. But that's my opinion. Next monster to come out of this update was Spunge. Spunge doesn't have as many differences as Riff does from his adult form, but let's list the few that he does have. Obviously, he's smaller. Also, he has spots on his cheeks and not his whole body, and his leaf is draping over his head instead of sticking straight up like his adult form. One of the coolest things about Spunge in the second game is that along with Sneezer, they add a new part to the song. Just a short, calming piece right at the end of the continent ends the song off well. Another cool thing is that Spunge actually puffs up his cheeks when it whistles, unlike how it did in the first game. If you level up Spunge to level 10 in the game, you can teleport him to Space Island. A lot of fans thought that he was going to be teleported to Cloud Island because he just fit there better, but as it turns out, he's able to be teleported to Space Island. And there's not many things different from his design other than just more shading and more detail. Dang, we're at 5 minutes already? I guess I better get into the normal My Singing Monsters news real quick then. It was no big surprise that Punkleton and Rare Punkleton were released around this time because it's getting pretty close to Halloween and it's happened every year since 2012. They were released along with something called the Spooktacle, which has the normal Halloween stuff, Punkleton and Rare Punkleton, decorated plant island, and monsters and costumes. But one cool thing that they added was decorations, seasonal decorations. This time around, they're Halloween-themed decorations that you can place on any island to decorate them for Halloween. Oh hey, you finished the video. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have anything I can improve on, please tell me down in the description because I really want to know how I can make my viewing better for you guys. Sorry this video seemed a bit rushed. I just had to get it out before it was irrelevant. So yeah, thanks for watching. There will be more videos, My Sing Monsters related, coming in the future. And yes, enjoy.